Medical Outprocessing for OCONUS PCS. Hello, my name is Staff Sergeant Morales. I work in flight medicine, also known as BOMC and medical standards. Our office deals with all the medical clearance requests for both overseas and stateside. To initiate your medical clearance request, you'll log into your Air Force portal, and at the top right, you'll see a search box. Click there and type in My IMR. Once the screen loads, at the top, you'll have a bunch of tabs. Click on the Medical Clearance tab. Give it a couple seconds for it to load. Once it pops up, there'll be a big paragraph right in the middle. Go ahead and read that carefully. That's going to have all the instructions and take you from beginning to end how to initiate the request. At the bottom, after you're done reading it, click on Start My New Medical Clearance. You'll then have a few options pop up. You're going to select either Overseas Clearance or CONUS with 422. If you're unsure if you need to send a request for your stateside PCS, you can look up your PPC code. This information is going to be on the back of your orders or your RIP. Somewhere on the back, there'll be a one-line item that says PPC. Directly next to it, you're going to have a three-letter code. It could say RAB, RPD, or RTD, just as a few examples. So once you have this code, you could find the actual master list on MIPERS. So if you log in through the Air Force portal, type in MIPERS, or just type in PPC in the search box in the top right. Click on the first link that pops up. It should take you to MIPERS. Once you're on the screen, you'll see the most up-to-date PPC code list. Once you have this list, click Control F and paste the three-letter code. If you have multiple, just repeat the process. Once you found your specific PPC code, it'll say exactly what you're going to need to do next and if you'll need a 422 for the location that you're going. For most stateside bases, you won't require a 422, but it will say specifically if you need a 422 on your PPC code. For this specifically, you will not need to submit a medical clearance memorandum. You will only need to submit your request through your My IMR, and we'll do the rest. For overseas PCS clearance requests, once you finish your initial medical clearance requests on IMR, you're going to send us the medical clearance memorandum with a copy of your orders or your RIP. If you don't have your orders yet, not a problem. Contact your CSS and they'll email you the most recent copy of your RIP, and you can just provide that with your medical clearance memorandum. The medical clearance memorandum can be found on the 51st FSS SharePoint under PCS OCONUS. If you're having a hard time finding it, follow the instructions on the previous slides. Once you've filled out your medical clearance memorandum, you can print it out with a copy of your orders or RIP and bring it in person to flight medicine between the hours of 0700 and 1700 Monday through Friday, with the exception of Thursday afternoons. We're closed at 11:30 for training. If you're unable to bring it in person, you could send it to the org box. You can find our org box on the medical clearance tab on your My IMR. If you're still having a hard time finding it, you can call us at our main line number, which is DSN 315-784-2618, also 0488. Please be sure to submit your medical clearance request on IMR as soon as possible, preferably as soon as you have an assignment notification. Jump on your My IMR and submit that medical clearance request. The sooner the better. There has been some confusion with a few of the clinics in the med group. Their policy is a little different from ours. It might say you may not turn this in within 5 days of your departure. We are the complete opposite. Please provide us enough time to fill these requests. Just from January 1st to March 9th of 2020, we've completed 827 overseas clearance requests and 323 CONUS requests. If you require a medical waiver, the process might take a little longer than expected. So please ensure that you're sending these requests as soon as possible. A few common diagnoses: mental health diagnoses, C codes, surgeries in the past 3 months associated with rehab or planned surgery or device removal, pregnancy, specialty care, physical conditions preventing wear of PPE, body armor, chemical gear, or mask, medications requiring regular lab testing, impairs duty and performance. So please, as soon as you have word of your assignment, send us your medical clearance request and we'll begin the process. We have had a few instances where members wait until the week of or the day before they're leaving, and those members ended up needing a medical waiver, and the gaining approval is the SGH at their follow-on. Those members unfortunately had to stay in Tarumi a couple more months than expected while the MAGCOM level processed their request. So please stay on top of this. Again, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to give us a call or shoot us an email. We're always here to help.